Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Thanks for tuning into the Unsigned Showcase and kicking your week off with a Monday grind. We got 5 bands to give a spin this week, 5 longer tracks this week, not just all total 1-minute blasters, but we got some nice stuff in there and a mixture of stuff as well this week. These guys are called the Undertakers and they've got a united front. Here we go. Yeah, man, what a solid track. I think everything about this one was just super nice. Great recording and mixing as well. You could hear all the members of the band really coming through the mix nicely. Everyone had a great tone in the mix. I like the vocalist style as well, shouty and kind of manly, sounded good as well. I like the extra lead work on the guitars on this one as well, kind of almost gave it an alternative edge as well in some sections. But it went nicely, just to add more extra stuff to the music. So yeah, I thought these guys did absolutely great. Hopefully see them again. These guys are called Dead KIWIS, and this one's called Pudding Guy. This is a new band to the channel. Let's check them out.
T-Rex?
Mm-hmm.
You said you've got a T-Rex?
Uh-huh.
Say again.
We have a T-Rex.
Wow.
Put your head between your knees.
Dr. Grant, my dear Dr. Sattler, welcome to Jurassic Park.
love the tone. Wicked. Yeah. Great video as well. I thought that was really cool. I like how they made the grass all purple and stuff. I'm not sure how you do that. Man, these guys are really cool. I'm not even sure what you'd call this type of music. Some kind of chaotic, hardcore-y, mathcore-y something. But particularly the really thing that stood out to me on this one was just the bounce of the music, the bounce of the guitars and the bass together as well. When their tones locked in, it just really went boom through the mix in a great way. The drums were great and punchy. Loved the chaoticness of the vocal as well. But man, this one just bounced with the riffs as well. Doon, 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 doon. It was like all kind of offbeat with the bounces. Really, really cool to move your body to. I enjoyed it a lot. So hopefully we'll see these guys again. This is a band we have seen in the past, but maybe not for a while. SILVERLAKE Murder. This one's called Scalp of a Coward. Here we go. Holy, I've never heard a mix like this before. It's absolutely incredible. Who did the mix? Let's have a quick look. Mastered by Theo Mascietto of Primordial Hand Audio. Holy shit, Theo. I've never heard a mix like this that filled my ears with such a massive amount of sound, and particularly low end as well, but still had every last bit of clarity that you want to have within the mix on the drums. Every snare and kick popped through. The vocals somehow sat on top of the guitars, even though the guitars were maximum loud. They still managed to sit the vocals on top of it, even louder, but it sounded so amazing. There's one section as well where an extra layer of vocal came in on the right ear, and it was even louder than that. And I was thinking, how is that possible? Because the guitars should already be the most loudest thing you could possibly do. And even trying to fit a vocal or drums into that would be a mission. But then to have more layers on top of that again, and them still hold their clarity and it not just fall apart. Man, Theo, that is just an incredible, incredible mix. And particularly in the low end, the kind of low mids end, because that's the area where everything competes. The kick of the drums, the bass, the low end of the guitar, the low end of the vocals, they all want that space. And if you all give them that space in terms of a load of volume, they just cancel each other out. You can't hear any of it. It's a big mess. But Theo's managed to get that through with such power as well from the low end, from the bass and the low end of the guitars. It was just absolutely incredible sound. Man, I loved it. Not only that, the track was absolutely friggin' amazing as well. Loads of cool riffs, loads of movements, loads of tingy-wingy bits on the drums and stuff like that. Vocals heavy as hell. Man, we've heard these guys in the past, but this one has really blown me away today. That is one of the dopest mixes I've ever heard. Just incredible. This band's called Melting, and the track's called Glare. That's the screenshot.
Die!
Absolutely sick. Love the video as well. That'll be the screenshot for the thumbnail. Yeah, man, Jesus. These guys were what I would normally say is the loudest, heaviest band you can do. But now after listening to Silver Lake Murder, I'm not quite sure anymore. But this sound was so fat, so heavy, but had a bite and an edge and a crunch to it as well in those guitars when he was doing those octave riffs. Really bit through the mix in such a great way. The drummers are absolutely killing it, and these guys, Melton and Silver Lake, would go absolutely great in a gig together because they've both got those spiciness to them with the drums working the ride, ding 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 ding. Man, it sounds so friggin' good over those big heavy riffs. Everyone in the band's absolutely going off as well, and you can just see they've got full-on energy and passion, especially when you can see them in the video as well. And I'd just love to see and hear that as well coming from these younger guys, that they just want to rip this music out and want to be as loud and as heavy as possible, and just absolutely blast the listener away. Love to hear it, man. Dope. This is a dope band. We have seen them before. This is some new stuff. DEVILHUSK. Montezuma 1260. I'm going to finish off with these guys. Great day on the channel. Let's go. Sick. Tone. Holy shit. That's the end of that one. I think these last three bands that we've checked out something real special there. Three bands that you wouldn't really know how to describe or what genre they are, you know, slot them into this or that box. Just super modern music. They don't all sound the same, they haven't all got the same guitar tones or things like that, but the energy's all there. These kind of weird breakups and mashups, just kind of the drummer just going mad for a second there and doing a bit of a drum fill, which is really cool. But all three bands showed us a bit of that. There's blast beat sections in here and kind of death edges in there, but lots of hardcore edges coming together, big breakdowns that are coming together in this, but not just having a kind of normal breakdown. The drummers kind of whipping it about whilst the guitars are breaking down, or there's some coming in extra to add maybe some electronic tones, or just glitching out and switching it up like that. So there's lots of different edges coming into this music, where you couldn't just say, oh yeah, these are just like modern hardcore or that kind of new metalcore that we were listening to a few years ago, which never really seemed to take off. There's elements of that in here. The sound as well is super modern with these modern mixes that just absolutely blow you away, and you can't believe that they're so loud and so oppressive and such a big sound down your ears, but still with a huge level of clarity, so that you can hear every member of the band without them just being blown away or it just being massive guitar heavy. And yeah, it sounds massive in the guitars, but everything else is a bit washed out. Everyone is pushing through the mix like 11 out of 10, slapping you around the ears, blowing out the limiter and everything else. But it still sounds amazing somehow. So the modern mixes and the modern technology, I will say as well, has gone along with it, has really made these bands be able to sound just huge. Absolutely huge. I'd love to hear it, man. It's so sick on the ears. As I say, that Silverlake Murder and the mix that Theo did on that, I haven't heard metal or even sound hit my ears in that way before. It was so thick, especially in the low mids, and I know as a mixer that's where it all takes place, and that's where you have to pull so much out of that area just to get it to sound normal. But he's managed to push it to the limit and even further than that without it blowing out the mix. So he needs to do a tutorial. Theo, if you watch this video and you realize how much I love that mix, do us a tutorial video on how you managed to do it, because I haven't even heard quite a similar sound. You know, Melting and DEVILHUSK, those guys were what I expect from the modern mix. Super loud, super heavy, really oppressive, but tight and kind of with a real high level of clarity to it, but really, really tight in all the areas of the frequencies. The Silverlake Murder one wasn't as tight, but where it didn't have the tightness, it was just super heavy, super distorted in areas of the frequencies that are not, you can't normally push that hard. So I just love to hear it. It's amazing. I'm going to go off and listen to that one again as well, just for the experience. So I hope you've enjoyed these guys today. I know we're not super grinding out grindcore, but we've done a lot of that lately. If you like that, if you want that, go back to next week and the one before that, because we've had 20 bands on in the recent weeks of all that stuff. But this is some more modern stuff to check out, and really, really dope stuff. High quality all round. Love to see it. So hope you've enjoyed that today, guys. That's it from me. Hope you have a good week and all that jazz, and we'll see you back for the Monday grind. Cheers, guys. Bye.